scarf, please.
Can't you wait till we get off the ship? What if the captain had seen you?
We don't save captains, Nestor. We save pilots. When they're down there in the icy water with only minutes to live, makes them feel awful good to look up here and see this green hat.
I know that, but I'm telling you, Mike, you're gonna get yourself in trouble. And another thing, you gotta quit sassing them officers like you just did.
When are you gonna learn, Nestor? You can say anything you like to them as long as you put sir on the end of it.
They came in low and hot, close to the trees, and dropped their tail in a flare, rocked forward, and we raced for the open doorways. This was always the worst for us. We couldn't hear anything, and our backs were turned to the tree line. The best you could hope for was a sign on the face of the man in the doorway, leaning out and waiting to help with a tug, or to lay down some lead. Sometimes you could glance quickly at his face and pick up a clue as to what was about to happen. We would pitch ourselves in head first and tumble against the scuffed, riveted aluminum, grab for a handhold, and will that son of a bitch into the air. Sometimes he'd raise a thumb, or perhaps a fist, or sometimes just a sly, knowing smile, knowing we were staying and he was going, but also knowing he'd be back in a blink, standing in the swirling noise and the rotor wash, back to let us rush through his door and skid across his deck and will that son of a bitch into the air. They came in low and hot, close to the trees, and dropped their tail in a flare, rocked forward, and we'd never hear that sound again without feeling our stomachs go just a bit weightless, listen just a bit closer, and look up for the man in the doorway.